Hi guys, and welcome back. I'm going to do my first hair video. My hair is looking a little jacked right now, so I think it needs a refresher. So I'm going to be using this. I like Manic Panic, but this costs half as much literally, and it's what I use now. It lasts a long time. This has been through about 30 maybe 35 washes. I wash my hair every day. I can't stand to have a smell to my hair. I use Brad Mondo's XMondo. I use the mask, shampoo, conditioner, the mask. This mask, if you're going to buy anything Brad Mondo, I recommend this mask. And this is my all-time favorite. This is my third bottle of this I've gone through. This is the XMondo. This is the Viper. It is amazing. You just put it on your hair. You can put it on wet. You can put a little bit on dry. And it's just like a really good gloss. And it's wonderful. And the smell, nothing smells like this. It's like a cherry blossom smell, but it's amazing. But this is, I recommend Brad Mondo's products, especially this one. But anyway, so it got through about close to 35, round up to 40 washes with that product. So we're going to start by, I'm going to show you guys how you can first do swatches to see what the colors look like. The colors I have are Jade, Sky Blue, and Clover. You take a paintbrush, you take a paper towel, and this is what this shows like on a level 10 blonde hair. But there's the blue. There's the jade. The jade and the blue are very similar. And then here's the clover. The clover is not as green as I expected it to be, but these are the three colors. I'm going to be taking them and putting them in a bowl and doing sort of a, sorry, I need to throw that away. I'm going to do sort of a mix of these colors and use my big brushes to put it on. I've sectioned my hair, just left the bottom out. I put the top in this little bun. Sorry about the chair. That's the chair, guys. That's not flatulence. You would know the difference. Trust me. So I'm going to put some of each into the bowl. I'm putting it like in thirds. So it's kind of going to be random. I like to experiment with hair color. So I've got all three in the bowl. I'm going to put my gloves on because I will have Smurf hands if I don't. Sorry if I keep cutting my head off whenever I stand up. Alright, so I'm going to put this on top of here. Move this out of the way, and I'm just going to go to town. I'm going to start with the blue section. I'm trying to do the bottom part mainly blue. I might just eventually give up with the brush and go in with my hands. I know I'm not supposed to do that, Brad Mondo, but I dyed my hair since I was 14, so a long time ago. And I've always had a good result, even bleaching my hair. I bleached this myself out to probably a level 8.5 or a 9, almost the color of a banana, the inside of a banana. So it's very light under here, so it does show every color really well. I like to do this in my kitchen because I don't make such a mess. But I wanted to, while I was doing this, so it's not super boring and you're not just watching me make a mess out of my hair. I found some fun facts about hair that I'm going to read to you. They're kind of funny. The first one, some of them aren't funny, they're just interesting facts, but some of them I thought were weird. This is on the Clairol site. It's about a 95% of the total skin area is covered in hair. And we know the only places we don't grow hair are the palms of our hands and the soles of our feet. I do know that. I remember that from school. I don't remember what grade, but at some point I learned that. The second one says, the average head contains over 100,000 hair follicles. If you had $1 for every one of those, you'd have $100,000. When you see hair in your drain, have no fear. We naturally lose 50 to 100 hairs a day. And that's a normal. If you wash your hair more, you probably lose more. So I probably lose a lot more than most. And I brush my hair a lot, and my daughter brushes my hair. But it feels so good, right? Okay, next one says, each piece of hair is made up of the cuticle, cortex, and the medulla. So I'm guessing the cuticle is the shaft part, the cortex and the medulla, I guess, are inside, and then we have the follicle attaches to our head. And then the next one says, beware of the juice cleanse. Crash dieting can cause temporary hair loss. There are lots of things out there that can cause temporary hair loss. Medications can cause it. I've taken one before for a bladder condition that I have, and it took a lot of my hair with it. So I had to quit taking it, plus it didn't help. So next, for it to be apparent that you're balding, you would have to lose 50% of your hair. So no fear if your balding runs in your family. You'll have to lose half of it until you actually look bald. So that's good news. A single strand of hair can support up to 6.5 pounds of weight. I did not know that. That's a lot. Strong hair. Why does it break so easy then? Growing your hair out. For the average person, it will take about 7 years to grow out your hair. If you grow all the way to their waist, and 8 years to grow it to your shoulders. I'm sorry, that's a 3. I have hair dye on my phone. 3 years to grow to your shoulders. So if you were to shave your head, that's how long it would take to grow back. And if your hair is really, really, really fried, I recommend shaving your head. I have some friends that have shaved their heads, and when it grows back, it is so thick and so healthy. I thought about doing it, but I don't have the guts to do it. I just look really, I've cut my hair really short before, probably about an inch or 2 short, and it just looked really bad. I hated it, and I don't want to go through that again. So I've got this side saturated. I'm hoping it's going to be the same color on the bottom level. And then I'll switch the colors up for the second level and probably just do a solid color. And then the third time I will do probably, I don't know, maybe some streaks. Just going to do a little bit different this time. Some other hair facts that I read that I remember was that the other, let's see, you can use it for oil cleanups. When they had that big oil spill a long time ago, back in the 80s, and then another one in the 90s, they used human hair to make giant sponges to soak up the oil. So that's pretty interesting. That's why when you use a hair mask, it actually works, because your hair absorbs those nutrients. And I also found, I saw a video, it might have been a Brad Mondo video, but if you take your hair and you put it in a bowl of water and it floats, it means it's healthy. If it sinks, it means it's not healthy, because it's absorbing the water at a faster speed, and that means that you need to do a mask or do something for a treatment. Use a better conditioner, or leave your conditioner on for longer in the shower, just because you want to make sure that you have healthy hair. And any kind of semi-permanent dye or temporary dye, I'm using a semi-permanent, it does not hurt your hair. Your hair feels so soft when you rinse this out. You should not wash it for 24 to 48 hours. You should just rinse it out. If you wash it, you're already washing the color out and opening up the shaft of your cuticle and beginning to release some of that color. And you really don't want to do that. You want to try to keep it sealed. I usually use the dye, keep it in for, I've been known to sleep in it. I'm not going to sleep in it today because I've got somewhere to be later. But I recommend using it, leaving it in for at least 2 hours after you get it completely in, because it's not going to hurt your hair. And the longer you leave it, the better. You don't need to worry about applying heat or anything like that. You just put it in and leave it. But the key is saturation. You want it to be completely soaked to where it's sopping wet, just about to where you have to use a towel or something underneath you, which I should usually do, but I have it behind me, but I'm not using it yet. So I've got my bottom row done. I'm going to continue this. I think for the next row, I'm going to just use the sky blue by itself. I like this. It's really dark. Kind of is similar to the rockabilly blue that Manic Panic has. I love that color, and it lasts forever. Takes really, if you're going to use blue, make sure you're ready for some commitment, because it takes a while for the blue to come out. You pretty much have to do a couple of bleach washes to get that out. But I'm going to keep doing this, and I will be back when I'm getting ready to finish up, and then I'll show you what it looks like with all the hair dye in, and then I'll do a reveal at the end. Alright guys, I will be back. Alright guys, I am finished. I've got my hair clipped up. I've got it saturated. Hopefully it's going to come out great, as it usually does. If it doesn't, it'll be blue and different shades of teal and green, so you can't go wrong. I'm going to put on my sloth cap. Make sure it's all covered so I don't get it all over the furniture, because I will be wearing it for a minimum of 2 hours. Got some more stuff on me when I was putting that on. So I've got this adorable hedgehog timer that I used to use in my classroom. Now I use it for kid things. I'm going to put it on a minute, that won't work, an hour, and then when it beeps, I'm going to do another hour. I can time it by the clock, but who wouldn't want to use this? This is just so cute. It's adorable. I got it at, I think, Home Goods several years ago, and it's just a cute little thing. So what I'll do is I'll let this marinate for a couple of hours, and then I will rinse it off and not wash it out. Rinse it off. If you wash it out, you're going ahead and releasing that color. You don't want to do that yet. I've even heard to rinse with vinegar, which I tried that once and it did nothing, so I wouldn't recommend that because it stinks. But just make sure that you leave it on as long as possible. The longer the better. I'm going to go for 2 hours, maybe 2.5. I just have an appointment later that I can't miss, so I'm going to try to be finished by then, and then I will rinse it out really well. Just rinse it till your water is, you know, light blue or a light color or whatever. You don't have to wait for it to go clear. Thank you. Okay. I'm getting a free Junior Mint here. Thank you. So just leave it. I'm going to leave it on for a couple hours to rinse it out, and then dry it. Probably straighten it, because that helps me really find any gaps, if there are any, which usually there aren't, but there might be. But I will come back and show you the result. Bye. Be back. Alright guys, welcome back. This is the finished look. This is it. Nice and perfect, just like I wanted. Nice and soft, just like I promised, because the conditioner, the dye is conditioner. It does not damage your hair at all. I did put some of the Viper in. This is the XMondo Viper. As you see, I'm already halfway through the 3rd bottle. I wanted to show you another of the XMondo products. This is a glitterati if you want to use something with some hold. You want to do a hairstyle with a hold. It's a light hold, and it also has a little bit of glitter in it. Really nice. But that's all that I have. I just wanted to show you my finished looking hair before I head off for my appointment. And I am wearing my new dress from my Killstar haul. I'll have another one coming up within the week. But remember, guys, do what you want to do, wear what you want to wear, and be who you want to be. Make sure you come back. Bye.